Hi, welcome to Edwards Motorhomes. I'm Andy. Now today we're going to do a walk round handover for you on a Malibu I441. Hopefully you'll find it informative. Okay, so obviously with the Malibu I441 it is an A-Class motorhome, so you've got your cab door on the passenger side just here. Now if you want to release the bonnet, there is a catch just inside of the door. So we just pop on that and that will release the bonnet for you. Next, we have your fuel filler and your blue tank just here. And here we have access to your storage between the doors. Great storage space there. And of course, because you have got your heating ducts running through, it gets lovely warm in there as well. Next we have the cassette toilet. Now, it's not a horrible job. The most important thing to remember with the cassette toilet is first and foremost, you have to make sure the blade on the toilet itself is closed before it will allow you to take the cassette out. For obvious reasons, you don't want somebody using the toilet if you don't know if the blade's been shut down. So, all you have to do is unclip from here and slide out. You unscrew the cap. You take this out. Now, you pull up the handle. You take this to the Awning point on site. When you get to the Awning point, lock that back in, turn around. You press the button on the back when you're flushing away because that lets the air flow through. So you get a nice easy flush rather than it glugging out all over the place. So press the button, flush away, hose through to clean out, flush away again, add your new blue chemical, push back. You then slide that back in. Cap back on. Job done. Then we have your fresh water filler point here. That is just a hose filler, so nice and simple. Gas bottle locker. You'll get two good sized gas bottles in there. We do recommend propane. It's a lot cleaner gas. It also has a lot lower freezing temperature. Then we have access to your garage. There is a light over on that side which you must remember to turn off independently of the main power source inside the van, otherwise it will stay on and drain down your battery. I'll show you that when we go to the opposite side. You've also got your awning brace just here. The most impressive thing with the garage, of course, is you have got these two great openings, but it will also take 250 kilograms in weight. Here we have your reversing camera. And when we come round to the garage on this side, again, it is all heated. You've got the ducts just in here. Press the little switch up there. You've got your light in your garage. Like I say, remember to turn that one off when you're finished using it. Electric hookup point. Just remember to lift the top of the clip when you're taking that out, otherwise it will catch. Flue for your heating. Fridge vents. Obviously we've got your awning just up the top there and your awning light and of course your electric step. Let's take a look inside. So in the cab we have your reversing camera just here. So again that will come on automatically as soon as you go into reverse, or if you wish you can leave it on and use it a little bit like a rear view mirror. Then we have your mirror controls here, and here we have the retraction for your habitation step. If you do leave your step out, it'll make a horrible buzzing noise at you. Press the button and it'll pop it straight back in. Here we have your windscreen wipers, we have your headlights and your indicators, and we have your cruise control, your 9-speed gearbox for the automatic. Here we have your phone or your tablet holder. Now, pop your phone or your tablet in there. Again, you can then Bluetooth that through to your media center. For charging, you have a USB charger just here, and a 12-volt charger just here. When you finish with this, pop that back in, lock it back down. Now with your media center, it's quite a nice easy system to use. Obviously, as I said, it does Bluetooth to your phone, so you can pick up everything from there. But you've got your radio for your FM, AM on this one here, CD, USB 1 and 2, Bluetooth, mirror screening from your phone, DAB. if you want to go directly to the sat nav, press that button there and that will come on. Now obviously when you start up your engine, your stereo system will come on, but there is a button on your 12 volt system which we'll show you in a bit, which you'll be able to play while you're actually parked up. Here we have your heater controls and your cab air conditioning, traction plus, hill descent, hazard warning lights, and to lock or unlock your doors. Over here we have your cool box. Now as long as you've got your cab air conditioning on, if you've got a bar of chocolate or a bottle of water to keep it nice and cool in there. And of course we do have your cables there for your USBs for your media center. Either side of the cab you do have your blinds built in. On that particular one over there it's actually built into the side window. On this one you can see it will pull out from here. Then of course you have your main cab blind which just comes down from there. Now with the seats as well, obviously you've got all your controls for your seats to higher or lower your seats. This catch here, that one, if you push it back and spin your bum round, that will swivel the seats round. When you come round, it will lock into place. This table's fully adjustable. Now how it works, you'll see on the floor you have a button. If you push your foot on the button, you can slide this to pretty much wherever you want it to go. And then the tabletop will also move 360 degrees. So again, swivel all that round. Foot on the floor, swivel this round. So here we have your control panels. Here we have your Truma Duo controls, and here we have your main 12 volt control panel. Now how this works, this main button just here, press that one for your power. This one is for your lights. Now any lights that you've left on will automatically come on when you press this button. This one here is for your media. So press it to turn it on, and your television and your stereo in the front will now both have power to them. This one here is for your water pump, and over here we have your leisure battery, how much fresh water you have in your system, how much wastewater you have in your system, and your vehicle battery. This icon here just shows you, because it's lit up, that it's actually plugged into the mains at the moment. Then over here we have your Truma gas controls for your heating and your hot water. So press on this button here, first icon, press on there, and that is your temperature. So again, you must make sure you have your gas running through your system. Put that to whatever temperature you wanted. If you wanted it 22, just press the button in now and that will set it to 22 degrees. That button there was your back button to go back to the main screen. Next one is your hot water, where you have Eco, which is 40 degrees, Hot, which is 60, or Boost. Boost will prioritise your hot water over everything else. Go back. Next one we have is your vents. So you have off or vent. When you click on vent, that will go up to number 10. And that's literally how much air you are pushing through your vents. Next one is your timer. So if you like to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, you can set your heating to come on at 6, so it's lovely and warm for you. Next one is your clock. So again, if you needed to adjust your clock, you just move the dial around and press on it for the time that you want. Then we have your settings. First one is to offset the screen. Next is your temperature, where you can change from degrees to Fahrenheit. The brightness of the panel, 12 or 24-hour clock. Language, so if you're finding it a little bit too easy in English, want to change it to Spanish or Italian, press that button and away you go. Then we have your index. So if you have any fault codes come up, those codes will come up on your index. That one there is to reset your system. Now, when we were talking about your index and fault codes, if you have a warning triangle come up on here, it will give you a code. That will be that you've done something wrong or there is an issue with the system. Now, more often than not, it'll be something along the lines of you haven't turned on your gas, but you've put it on. It'll be something along those lines. But if you look at the codes, you can always get in contact with ourselves or with Truma, and you'll find out what that code will actually mean. And there is your 12 volt control systems. So here we have your 3 gas hobs. Over here we have your sink covers. This one you can turn over, and it's also a chopping board. Also clips in there just as a shelf. Up here we have your copy percolator. In this drawer here, obviously you've got your cutlery, but you also have your gas isolator switches. So if you do need to isolate any of your gas appliances, it is from here. Again, gas oven and grill just there. And in here we have your bin just here. Over here we have your three-way fridge freezer. Now, your three-way fridge freezer, basically, if you've never used one before, works in one of three ways. And that is, it'll either run off electric mains, gas, or vehicle battery. So basically, if you had it at home, you've got it plugged into the mains, you would have it running on electric just there. If you then decide you're going to set off, you'd have to unplug it from the electric. At that point, it's going to come up and it's going to give you a fault code. It's going to say you can't do that because you've not got any power coming in. You must make sure the engine's running and then flick it onto battery. Once you've got it on battery, it will then run through your vehicle battery. When you turn the engine off, if you're not again going to be on mains hookup, then you need to pop it onto gas, or otherwise it's going to come up with a fault code. You do have the auto button. That one there should do all these things automatically for you. Always keep an eye on it, because the van might decide that it wants to do different things to how you want it to work. Now, with these new Dometic freezers as well, you do have an option on how you open it. You can open from this side, or you can open from this side. Okay, so now we're going to look at the bathroom. So the first thing to tell you is obviously the door locks off. So again, you get privacy from your bedroom, from your lounge area. When we look at the toilet itself, first thing is it obviously swivels, so you can get into the most comfortable position. Now, when we were talking about the outside of the vehicle and we were talking about the cassette, we were talking about the blade. Now, as you can see at the moment, the blade is over the toilet. This grey handle here will open it and close it. Very important, you only want it open if you're using the toilet. Any other time, just make sure that it's closed. Now, behind here we have the flush. For that you must have the water pump on, and here with this little diagram, that's actually just showing us that if the cassette is full, that will light up. Now, with the shower itself, how that works is, first of all, you have to unclip just here, and then we have this false wall. Now, pop the clip up, you slide this round, you drop the cover over the top of the toilet there, and it gives you this full-size shower cubicle. Now, how it works is you take the tap just here, that comes out, you lock it onto the bar, and there's your shower. Only other thing to remember is obviously to bring your screen round, and that's your bathroom. Okay, in the bedroom we have these two single beds. Now, you have wardrobe space underneath each side, here and over here. Now, because you've got the double skinned floor, you can see that it's been cut into that to give you a full-size wardrobe either side. You don't have to get in from the top. You have got these access areas here and here. Now, on this side, you would have noticed that we had a cushion just in there, and that's so you can make this bed into a transverse double instead of the two singles. All you do, press the clip there, pull this piece out, the cushion then sits in there, and then you have your transverse bed. I'm going to pop that back. We also have the option of being able to sit up in bed, because you have got the ratchets behind the headrests, and that literally works by stepping up here, bring the mattress back, and you just bring them up. So again, if you want to sit up and have a nice cup of coffee or read, not a problem. To drake them back down, bring it right up to the top and lock it back down, and then we have your beds. Okay, so throughout the floor you'll notice you've got these hatches. Now, bar for being a huge storage area, what you've also got in this particular one is you've got your boiler drains just here, there and there, and that one there is your wastewater tank drain. Now, with the boiler at the moment, you'll see that the little button is out, which means the boiler is open. To seal that, you have a little catch on top that you turn and press in. That will then seal it. To open it, just turn the top, button pops out, that's open. If that's up, it's open, down is closed. And again, you just release the handle for the wastewater. Now, the next one is purely storage, just in there. And then this hatch gives you access to your fresh water tank. Now, just down there, you'll notice that you've got a little wheel. That is to open your fresh water tank, and again to seal it. Okay, next we come to skylights and blinds. Something very important, when you're travelling, windows, skylights must be closed. They are plastic, they'll catch the wind, they'll be gone. Now how you open them, you'll notice you've got these little buttons on the windows just here, so press in, just push them up. Again, nice and easy to bring back down, you just pull back down. Now you have got blinds and fly screens, blinds coming up from the bottom, fly screens from the top. Then we come to the skylights. Again, fly screens, blinds, and to wind out, again you can take that as far up as you want to. Again, I know I've already said it, but I will reiterate, you must make sure that the skylights and the windows are closed when you're travelling. If they do catch the wind, they will be gone. Under the passenger seat, you'll find that we have the main fuse board. Okay, so next we come to your awning. Now, when we're looking in your garage, as I said, the awning brace is just in here. Now, your awning brace is all adjustable, so if you're short, like I am, you'll screw the handle there and just slide it out and tighten. Now, very important, make sure that your habitation door is closed. You don't want the awning coming out and catching on top. You'll notice you have these two pins just on top of the brace, and they will lock in to here. And then you wind. Now, some awnings will have a bar that fits into the centre, because obviously the larger the awning, the more it needs bracing. So I'm not going to take that the full way, I'm going to take it just to there for now. Now, inside you'll notice that you have these two spring-loaded legs. Now how this works is you just push back and release, drop them down there. And again, you push back and release. You just slide the foot down to the height that you want it to go at. Now, bear in mind when they are brand new, they are quite stiff, but you just have to push up. It will feel really stiff the first few times. But there you go, it will go into place. You do exactly the same on this side. So you slide that down. And again, push that into place. Now, like I said, you will have a clip which will fit just into here, and then that will lock across and it will just make it that little bit more rigid. And that's your awning. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you found this informative.